one of the times I went to Arizona, we were on our way back. We were literally flying the day of 4th of July because it was so cheap that day because everybody was not trying to do that on the 4th of July. We got there so early because, like, it's just a big city, so I didn't know, like, how long it was going to take us to get through this thing. Here it was. We're in this expensive-ass Arizona airport, and all I want is fucking water. The cheapest water we found was a 2-for-1. Buy a beer, have a free shot, you get a glass of water for free. And so I said,
okay.
yeah. I have 2 hours to kill.
Drunk.
We were probably on our 4th one, and I'm not fucking kidding. We were with 2 other people, and I almost missed our boarding.
Yeah.
We were literally paying, and I was like shit-faced on the plane. Best plane ride I ever had. Like. Welcome back. Big City Backwoods. I'm your host.
The buttress.
We'll get it down one day. We'll get it down one day. No, go. The buttress. And Sarah Blunted. We're your hosts.
Live at you from Kansas City. And I earlier was in LA, but I was with people that were from Kansas City at one point.
Really?
Not the whole time, but
why does
the
it
last
always
night
happen that way?
Well, because my brother was there.
Oh, well, true.
And Terry was there. And then
oh, no,
Terry's
yeah, right.
friend was
Sorry.
there.
I thought
He was
you meant
also
somebody...
from, not from work. No.
No, I thought you meant somebody random. I was like, you just ran into somebody from Kansas City? That's, like, really crazy.
No, it was, everybody knew someone from Kansas City, though.
That's kind of cool.
Like, they were like, oh, funny that you're from Kansas City.
I know.
So-and-so is just from Kansas City. But they weren't ever there. They were just, like, always pointing in the general direction of, like, nobody. They're like, yeah, so-and-so is from Kansas City.
Like, nobody
like
is
somebody
just,
that's
like,
working
a vast
there or
pool
something.
of people. like,
I'm like,
20 to choose from. Just guess which one it is.
It's LA.
It's probably the one in the plaid. They're the ones from Kansas
Yeah,
City. Just look for the person in a beanie.
Yeah. A nice little hoodie with some glasses and a beard.
Yeah, no kidding.
And a ball cap.
Just straight up. Preferably sports.
Yeah. Got a good Kansas City right across their chest. And
Yeah.
my brother was wearing the Chiefs hat. Terry had
really?
Kansas City Queen on his tank top.
That's the thing, man. Kansas City
Kansas
is hella
City.
proud. It's very proud. It's super proud. You know, speaking of proud, it's draft day. And we're here. Not that we like, I mean,
No, it's a big deal.
It's
a
a
big
giant,
deal. I've been hearing all about it.
Yeah, no, it's been a whole thing. Like,
but
do I know?
What is it?
So drafts, it's when they choose the teams. It's basically
But all of the teams?
No, so, okay, so when college graduates, you know.
Oh, only the...
They're like drafting,
NFL
right?
Called?
So like, let's say like
college
you did a really good college
NFL.
career, and like people usually know, like, man, that guy's so
his
good.
Stats are large.
He's gonna be a first round pick. There's second round picks. I think today was like first and second round picks, and then there's like third and fourth tomorrow.
Oh, so it takes a long time.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. They go through a lot of people, and then it's third and fourth picks tomorrow, and then there's fifth, sixth, and seventh. Is there a seventh? Am I wrong on that? I could be wrong. Maybe fifth and sixth. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of rounds. But it's so like teams get either like first round picks sometimes because of
how they did
I
perform,
or just because.
So is that why it's in Kansas City?
Kansas City. This is like I think the first time they've ever done it, so that's why it's like a big deal.
Is everything here lately?
I mean, we won the Super Bowl this last year, so Kansas City is like getting put on the map. I feel like after like 20 something years, 30 years. What was it?
I don't know.
I mean, it was like the 1980s last time they won. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right.
You Oklahomans knew that before, or you just learned that when you came here?
I had learned when I came here because Kansas City is proud. haven't
they
forgotten.
got-
I know
yeah.
only of this because that's what everybody talks about.
It's bad.
But that's like, yeah, there's a lot of music playing right now.
No, there's not a lot of music.
One music.
There's one
One
music.
music, but like,
Sorry, not to
Loud.
distract you, but it's just
no, yeah, but yeah, no. Yeah, I only know it because of what people hear and what it.
Everybody's super
Everybody
excited.
is like obsessed. Like when you have a professional football team, let alone that is fucking good, NFL, people are gonna go buck wild.
I know,
all right,
it's so
that's just the town we live in now.
Yep.
These are the glory days for people. There's supposedly 300,000 people in this town right now.
no way.
Yes.
Like out of towners.
Out of
towners.
out of towners. They
What,
flew in. Yeah,
from
no, they're here from all
All
over.
the sports teams.
all over.
all the colleges?
All over. I mean, I assume rich people that can afford to go. I think.
And then people
'cause
just
they
come
only
to
allow
watch?
like 60,000 or something.
Outside of the people that are like, because they have to bring all of the kids over, all the college kids, and all the teams, or just like the.
No, I think. I don't know. I just know that was always the number that's been thrown out this week. Like, there's like a whopping 300,000 people that have come in from out of town to be here.
For where we live.
That's a lot.
Feels like a lot. How many people are in Kansas City? I think it was like 500,000. I actually looked this up when I was in LA because
The
I was trying to make
metropolitan
sure
area
that
is over 1 million though.
yeah. Because I was gonna say that Kansas City, Missouri, had more people in it than Kansas City, Kansas. I was just trying to talk about how Missouri, because they were like, "Oh, you from Kansas?" I was like, "No," but that's
Missouri.
Yeah,
because it is such a divide.
yeah.
And listen, I didn't know it until I moved up here, but there's such.
It's like as I got older, it was not as much of a like haha drama, but like it still
I don't
is
see it
like,
as drama. I just see it as like a.
I judge
There
you.
are two ways of living.
I
There's
judge
two
you.
ways of living. You either live on the Kansas side or you live on the Missouri side. You pick which one you want to be, but you immediately
It's
can tell what
different.
kind of person they are just by when they tell you what
It's
state they
different.
live in. It is different. It's different.
And that's not all the time true, but
Listen, don't
like
get me
there's
wrong.
places good, like, there's Lee Summit in Missouri, so that's similar to Kansas energy. But then there's also like, I think I've heard that like Wyandotte in Kansas is kind of more similar to Missouri energy. So it's like,
What's funny is like outside of Kansas City, all towns are they're so tiny. You know what
Yeah,
I
they're
mean? So like
cute.
it's not even. It's like Oklahoma,
cute.
you know, like we have like 2 major cities, and outside of that, it's like whatever. But Kansas City is large enough that it matters. It's literally in between the state line.
that was the worst thing about being in LA, was just like that everybody kept asking me where I lived, like, because they're like, are you in the San Francisco? Because like, and when I was in San Francisco, they're like, are you in the LA office? Like, nobody just knew where I lived right now. And so I was like, no, I'm in Kansas City. And then they'd be like, oh, whoa, what's that? Wow, blah, 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 what's that like? What's that like? Or, oh, where is that? Or what side? Or, just, or whatever, like just any question about it. But I'm always like with somebody else that I just told all of this to. So like the only thing I feel like anybody heard me say that whole week was like, I'm from Kansas City. So it just like really fits in with the whole like Kansas City's such a fan of Kansas City, because like,
What
if
do you
they know,
say
if
out there?
everybody knows one thing about me when I was out there was like, oh yeah, lives in Kansas City. She loves it there. It's cheap. Like that's
Yeah,
like
no, it
all
really
I
is.
said
It's our
over
whole
and
basis,
over
like,
and over and
I
over.
live in the Midwest. This is what we put on our foreheads. We might as well just brand it.
It made it 10 times worse that I was hanging out with people that were not from this country also. So, like, I definitely just sounded extra hick.
Okay,
In
so,
LA.
And that is my thing. Like, okay, here's the question for you. Do we say where we're from to almost pardon ourselves with our behaviors? And or are we really that proud? Which one is it? Because I can't figure
I was
out.
the whole time saying, I'm not from here. I'm from Missouri. Like, and I really
That's
started
me.
saying Missouri. Like, I was
Missouri.
like,
I'm from Missouri. I'm-
even
I
though,
bathed in a creek earlier this week. I don't,
but then when I'm here and I'm lost and I don't know where I'm going, they're like, aren't you from here? I'm like, no, I'm from Seattle.
you do.
I don't know anything about this place.
That's so me. We kind of have similar story. I'm always like, well, I blame my bad directions. I'm not
You
not
just
born
moved
here.
here.
I haven't been born here.
Actually,
What about my real stomping grounds?
over the river. Actually, just
I could live here for 20 years and be like, well, I just like moved here. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Wow, that's funny.
That
I've
was
never
me
even.
the whole time. Plus, I mean, it was because it was
really
so
do be doing that.
fancy too, though. Half the time, like I'm in the hotel and they're talking about scotches and and wines, and they're like talking in the languages. You know, like I'm looking real stupid, real
LA acronyms
uncultured.
are.
No, I'm not talking the language of LA. I'm talking like other languages. Like,
Oh, yeah, no.
like going to an Italian restaurant and ordering Italian wine with an Italian woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's extra. Like
Here it is,
I
just
don't.
point.
Yeah, please.
Could I
just
get the number
this one.
19?
There's no numbers.
I know.
There's
Count
barely
19
even
down.
price numbers
Could
on
I
there.
just get the one from this place?
Yeah. That was great though. She translated like a lot for me. I learned a lot.
I have noticed people do that at restaurants. If they can't pronounce the name, just say where the origin's from. Can I get the Oregon Pinot Noir? And like look really like, oh, why I only accept these varietals, you know? Just tip, you know?
Yeah.
Little tip, you know? When
So
you're
I was claiming it hard. Yeah, I was definitely claiming Kansas
absolutely,
City.
I would do the same fucking thing.
I was like,
being in LA, fuck no, here it is. Yeah,
They were like, weren't you down here
and
for
actually-
work once? I was like, I was in Irvine. That was in LA.
Honestly,
I don't know.
COVID times too. So like,
Yeah, I didn't get out.
What does that
much.
even mean, actually? How often did I actually see the opposite?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's another thing you blame it on. Oh well, you know, pandemic really changed a lot of people. And that's just how it has to go. I mean, I would go all the way back to my roots. I mean, like I'm from Kansas City, but like I'm really from Oklahoma. You'd catch my drift.
Yeah.
Anything I grammatically say incorrect, don't
I
even
went
question
to school in Oklahoma though.
47th in education, in case you were wondering. So, you know, you can't blame me for this.
It is so bad though.
It's like that. It's like that. I see it. Where
Do you
like,
hear how they're playing the song
Uh-huh.
again though? It's just constant. It's a new
it
song.
almost sounds like a whole ass guitar out there. Somebody's like strumming to it.
It's just that same one. Boom, boom,
This is a
boom.
giant.
It's
That's a
to go
giant stereo.
outside. It's a truck. Someone's truck. It wasn't the truck that got stolen. I'm really sad that story didn't pan out like I wanted it to, where like someone's playing the same song over and over really loudly, and then someone on the block steals his truck or something. That would be really funny.
Hated
But
it so much.
yeah, but it was a different truck. I can't tell any trucks apart. They're all the same color. Anyway.
What else do you do in LA? Tell me other things. Okay, let's start from the very beginning.
Oh, I knew you were
Traveling.
gonna miss me. First of all, she didn't hang out with me on the Saturday before, and I was like, she's gonna miss me when I'm gone. And then sure enough,
You're gonna miss me when I'm
yeah,
gone.
sure enough, it was like
You're
Wednesday
gonna
or Thursday.
miss
She
me.
was like,
Well, what did you expect? I knew I was going to. I just man. I was dead.
tired. She was tired.
My weekends just aren't weekends for me.
Anyway, I don't remember what I did from the top. Got Korean barbecue. That was the highlight of my week in regards to food because I do fuck with Kansas City. Okay, because here it is. LA.
You know, represent out here, you know, we haven't said it enough, so.
I'm going to go pros and cons real quick of traveling to LA. Pros. Convenient weed of all types, of any kind, and hella cheap. Together, Joe and I spent, what was it, it was like $80. He got edibles. I got 2 disposable stizzies. They only came in 0.5 grams, but that was like, okay, so that's why I got 2, so a gram for the week. And I got 7 grams of weed, like full flower weed.
For how much?
All of it was $80.
That's not bad at all.
No. And I only gave him like $50. I don't know how much it all cost. I was just like, here's all the cash in my purse.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a pro, obviously. I walked there, and it was hard. I shouldn't have walked that long in the boots. Right after I just did it with you, I got re-blistered my blisters. But not
so
quite.
It wasn't just my fault.
No, I love doing that to myself. It's really fun. I love, so that was my very first day, unfortunately. But Korean barbecue made everything worth it. That's all I really wanted to go to LA for outside of work stuff. You know, like the only thing I wanted was Korean food and seafood. So then the rest of the week I got a lot of seafood.
Right.
But also got beers. Beers suck in LA. Their selection is horrible. Horrible. Really bad. Really bad.
imagine.
The only
There's not a
IPAs,
damn person I see in LA ordering an IPA.
There's only like 3 of them out there, which I know it's like IPAs, super hipster of me, but like you can get the Elysian, you can get the Golden Road or whatever. I don't even know if that actually, yeah, I think, and then Lagunitas, which I fuck with Lagunitas, you know, so I'll get it. But I did eventually find a Ballast Point.
I've never had that.
Which is one of my favorite, actually. It's the Two-Hearted, I think.
Oh, yeah.
With the fish on it.
Two-Hearted IPA, yeah.
Yeah, I liked that one. So I found that one on one of the days, too. So, really bad selection of beers. And granted, like, this is just like that Tulsa trip. I only went to the places I went to. Granted, I went to a lot of places that had alcohol. Got a lot of alcohol and decided LA, the places I went that were like, ooh, try our fancy mezcal cocktail. Really, the mezcal was not hitting. But the cocktails in general were like not hitting the way I love about Kansas City cocktails. But I will say Kansas City cocktails can fuck you up sometimes. Like not in regards to the alcohol even. Remember that spicy one? Or
we talked about this last time. The amount of craft, it's bars that are coming up.
Crazy. It's crazy.
People will fucking pay for a $20 drink here if it gets them.
But it's not going to be $20. Where has there been a $20 drink? I've not had one.
Well, I mean, if you go to like the crafty ones, like you'll spend a good $15 on a
Well, how much do the ones at King G cost?
Probably that.
No.
12 at least. But they're a good craft cocktail. They're good.
I don't think they cost. I mean, probably 12, but not 20. 20 is a lot.
20 would be like going to like a
hotel
Mercury
bar.
room. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that is. That's funny you say that.
Well,
I just named a hotel bar.
Oh, I've never been to Mercury room.
It's literally on top of a hotel.
Oh,
that's funny.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they if you want a $50 tab for 2 drinks, you go there.
Yeah. That was all of LA.
Yeah.
I got used
That's
to
just
every day.
LA.
Like, thank God we got Chase Sapphire credit cards together because we're doing travel and we're dining.
We're traveling
anyway,
dining
so I got us right
now.
before, luckily, because every single time I put anything in my mouth, I was spending $100. Con. Cocktails, con. Beer, con. Weed, pro.
So really,
what else is there?
A lot of your festivities were just like way too expensive. So the things that you like to do here, you just really can't do in LA.
No, and I
Bottom
didn't
line
even
is too expensive.
I don't know if it was because I knew the cost was wild. There was good food, but there's also good food here for way cheaper. But granted, I haven't had like fancy food
you
in
can
Kansas
find
City, so maybe it's just fancy food out there, which is like.
Maybe it is an acquired taste, but people don't go to LA for the food. They don't go to LA for the drinks.
Yeah, they do.
No, they go to LA for the experience. Yeah, but for the atmosphere of it.
No, the food is supposed to be everything too. Which, granted, like I had some really good seafood. I had like everything was good.
People go there because a lot of people are there, because there's palm trees there, because there are.
Well, that's true. That's why Midwesterners go to LA.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what.
But
people
the food is
want.
definitely on the list. Is definitely on the list.
Because I just wouldn't, like, out of my dream, like
people
places
even
that
talk
are
about like food trucks.
LA, that's my dream. It's not because they their favorite restaurants there. It's because their favorite restaurants there and it's on TV. Like,
yeah, that is true. It's all,
you know, it's
on, like,
all
TV or something.
it's all it's lights. It's fame. It's lust. You know, it's the lust of the city.
Lust.
It's not the lust of the food. Okay, nobody loves to spend $100 on eating out.
No.
Okay? Maybe that's
not
just the
even,
norm.
and that's not even just like. I mean, that was like okay. So I will say. Terry and I we split literally not much though, like 6 oysters. I ate all of them actually. He didn't like oysters. I didn't really. We were high as shit and already half a bottle of wine deep from walking.
So it's already just
no. The funniest part, I'm working all week with all these like it's work stuff. I'm still myself, but at the same time I'm like composed. Not I just met all these people. I don't want to like scare anybody with my like full energy, so by the time I got to Friday or Thursday, it was 4:20 too. So I'm like, by the time I got to Terry, I was like, let's
go.
And like I was so used to like drinking all my drinks slow and like just eating my food and stuff. And then I'm watching him. I'm like, damn, I have to get back on like Kansas City drinking. I'm like, Terry, like he's drinking beers quick and drinking drinks. I was like, oh right. I'm like out of the, and then I see my brother, so then I'm really drinking drinks, and then I just get completely sloshed on Friday. But the Thursday at 4:20, got my blunts in on a
Oh, yeah.
rooftop.
I was about to say,
It was beautiful.
I mean,
so Sunsets Pro,
I know that you
Weather
were, like,
Pro.
on
You know.
work trip, right? But like you also got to spend 420 in LA
That was
with
tight.
beautiful palm trees
That
and
was
smoking
tight.
weed.
I'm sad I
Nobody's
wasn't
gonna
with
be.
you.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. I had a great time on. Oh my god, how could we not
did.
remember 420? Did like in our little notes, but I had a great 420 myself.
Oh my god, yeah, we didn't even like think about we did things on 420, but
I
we didn't even
know,
like 420. We had a 420.
We had a 420.
It wasn't
It's
last
not-
year's was crazy, so but I mean this year it was I'm smoking with friends that I haven't seen in a while on a
Yeah,
rooftop.
man,
so
you were
it was
just the
also
class,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
the direct
I
full
went on a
20
work
of
trip,
me. I was on a work trip. Oh,
Yeah.
smoked a couple blunts and went to work. You just come back with a British accent the next day.
No,
I'm so
that
sorry. I
was
wasn't
so-
actually from Kansas City this whole time.
actually.
There's a big British crowd there too, so it's weird. No, I had a great 420, but no, was that
That
your
was
420?
pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, like the fish. I did get oysters and just like raw fish on a plate with a bunch of juices on it.
Juices,
I
ponzus?
really
Are they
did.
ponzus?
I don't know what that means. It was just like little raw fish cubes. Like it was like I know salmon was in there.
Like the most LA thing you've fucking said since you
And
got
then
back.
there was like a whiter fish, and then there was
Like-
another
Oh, you're talking about
fish.
like a sashimi board,
Yeah, but it was just like on a plate.
like raw
and it-
fish. Yeah,
on
no,
ice
I get
with all
you.
the- yeah, it was
no,
just
you
like
ate
a lot of
like
juice.
You ate.
Yeah, I just
full-on
was like, Terry, I was like,
lovely
I just want
food. Lovely seafood
raw fish.
in my
Just
mouth.
one. Yeah.
I want raw
And then we
fish in my
split a
mouth.
bottle of sparkling Pinot Noir, and then so it was the wine that my job gave me, because they were like, just take all of the leftovers from the happy hour, because I was like helping clean up, kind of. I was like throwing stuff away, making a mess, but they were like, here's 2
Here
bottles
she is
of
like acting like she's like cleaning up,
wine.
and she's
Well,
like,
I just
oh,
wanted to make
and
sure
they're
I would
like,
give her.
"Can
I just wanted to make sure to offer an Uber to the other.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like deals on deals, baby.
But I did get 2
whatever
bottles of wine.
Yeah, right.
And a whole shit ton of cheese.
A coochie coo of cheese.
Yeah, raw coochies. What not raw? What do we call it? Charred
Charcuteries.
cooches. Charred cooches. Raw. I'm still on
Raw
the fish.
coochies. Raw fish, coochie cooties, and Chattanooga. Who knows?
What? Dude, earlier, did you ever watch Rush Hour or no?
It's been
And
a
honestly,
really
I might be
long
only
time.
talking about Rush Hour 2. Because I don't know if I've ever actually even seen the first one. I think I've only watched the second one over and over and over again. How many are there, I wonder?
Oh,
Anyway.
dude, there's multiple. I don't know. I don't know about all that noise.
Do you know about like when Jackie Chan does movies and then the bloopers are like
Oh
the best.
yeah, right. No, yeah, they were always the
Earlier we were talking about First Class and I said gefilte fish, and you were like, what? But when they're in the fucking plane and who's that? Chris Rock? Is that who that is?
Is it?
I feel like it's
No.
been so long since I've like seen his face. I can't even. Anyway,
Well,
he's
he got
eating
slapped by Will Smith. You should remember it. It was only a
Was
few
that
years
him?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Am I crazy? No, that's him, right? Anyway, gefilte fish. But he couldn't say it in the bloopers, and he was like, "What's gefilte?" You don't. I see.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just like was stuck on that movie. But I recently again rewatched it in the hotel because it was on in the TV. That one and what's the other one with Shanghai Noon? That one was a good one too with Owen Wilson.
Yeah. God, you're naming old ones. I haven't seen those in like
Love Jackie Chan movies.
Jackie
Old
Chan was
one
really
anyway. Old
the
ones.
shit.
Yeah.
He really was like just
So funny though.
so funny.
Like really funny when he's like, it's really just the bloopers. I'm about to start crying because this shit is like so funny to me. Granted, I know we like just finished our periods and just smoked a bunch of weed, and I've been smoking this vape for too long. But like,
I've been in LA for a week and like I just saw my brother, so like a lot of things.
when his fucking phone goes off, and Jackie Chan's like, "Who's calling you? We're filming!" Like, and he takes up and he's like, "We're filming. You're wasting all of the tape. Like, what are you doing? Why are you calling right now? Like, that is not that funny."
I feel like it is kind of funny though. I can just imagine.
And then all of
him
his
saying
bloopers
that.
of falling over when he's trying to do tricks and stuff. Like, and then
There
he's
will
like,
never-
he'll be like, I'm okay. But he just like clapped his head on a bar or something. Oh, he's a funny guy.
People falling will never not be funny. They'll never not
No,
be funny.
it's just classic. It's classic. And like just knowing he has like a bunch of secret closet rooms in his house that only he can access because he's Jackie Chan. Like who else can climb into that tiny little hole? But he said there's.
Is that real?
Yeah, no, and I think there's like some spaces he can't really do anymore because he's too old.
Oh no way!
I think this is real. I might have.
So funny. You could have dreamt
Might have
that
made
up.
that up.
That could have been actually real though too. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah,
that. I wouldn't
no.
have known.
I feel like sometimes I'll like think about funny things like that, and I'll rant about something, and then I'm like, man, I should put this in a comic book, and I really started thinking about it, and then I make it think it's real in my head, but I don't know. I feel like that's totally real. I think I saw a TV show on it once.
Yeah, could be. We could look it up.
Anyway,
It's easy to find. We do have internet.
what did you do on 420?
I
I know what you did, but I want to know about how it went because I didn't hear much about it. But I do have questions as a follow up.
Yeah, no, absolutely, you should. So, okay, the whole plan, we knew that
I'm out
Butt
of
was
town.
going to be gone, and it was kind of like, sad, but I was like, okay, here, literally, okay, so I've never, and this is just a me thing, I've never asked off for 420. I just, like, wait upon it to come around and see if I just get it off that year, you know?
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game. Am I going to get it off or not? You know, and I didn't last year. I feel like it's been like a few years, you know, but it always like happens every like couple. So I knew I had it off. I was like, bitch, hell yes. Let's do some shit. So we, I went with my husband and Kayla, our friend, and it was super fun, but we went to this prehistoric putt is what it's called, but we've been meaning to go to this. So like, and here's the thing, the pictures of it made it look way cooler. I thought it was gonna be these like giant, crazy.
No, this
like,
is the
fun,
one that I talked about driving by. So I
dinosaurs. So
really
I thought, I don't know. I thought that like maybe the inside was just gonna be like wild, too much, you know, like actually realistic, but it wasn't, and it honestly wasn't a letdown either because first off, I ate like a lot of edibles right before, and I'm sensitive to edibles. We've talked about this before, so I'm just always
That's
a
what
weirdo.
I
just
gotta know
always
what you're
never know what's
doing.
going on. So
I
here it
wish
is.
I could see it.
So, man, I just so we ate this edible. And then like at first like we didn't know like when we were gonna be able to go. So when everybody got to like our house, you know, I was already like smoking at the house. I think we smoked a joint or something like that, and then I was hitting a pin already, just like waiting for my edible to kick in, and then like we pull up to the place, and like as we're driving, it's like hitting me, and it's like it's fine, like it's not a big deal, you know. But I was like, I could just tell. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a trip. Who knows how I'm gonna act? And we
While
get
you're
there.
putt-putting.
Yeah, literally, that's the thing. Like you just never know how like enclosed, close everything's gonna be. How many? And then I was like really thinking about it. I was like, I'm going to a children's place. How many kids are gonna be here? But it was really a Thursday, so like it was actually chill. There was like 2 kids there. That was it.
Nice.
And it was so fun. It was so fun. It was clean. First off, it was clean. Like, you know, like just some.
That's not the first adjective I think of whenever like I think about like.
I really hate rundown places. No, not just putt. I'm talking like.
Well, it was brand new.
Is it?
It's brand new.
That place is?
Just like 2 months ago, I swear it was an FYE. I mean,
I
it
don't
was
know.
an FYE, but
I'm not
it
from
was
here,
with it.
so I wouldn't know.
I know Independence, that's for sure.
I didn't know.
That's where they started the
It looks
Lewis
really
and
nice.
Clark Trail or something like that out here.
Needless to say, it was really nice.
Or
And the thing is, it's not
Oregon
just a kid's
Trail?
place
I
because.
think it's the Oregon Trail, actually.
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about the exploration?
One of those
Did you say
two
Christopher
started in
Columbus?
Independence. No.
You're talking about Harriet Tubman?
No. What the fuck?
Wait, who is from?
I said.
No, who's from Independence?
Stop. I'm trying to tell you. I don't want you guessing anything
go
else.
ahead. Truman.
I'm trying to say that it was either the Oregon Trail or the Lewis and Clark Trail.
That's not that was an expedition. It wasn't a trail.
But whatever.
They
It
explored on a
started.
boat.
It just at the same time, I'm playing Oregon Trail and I'm reading I'm reading a comic book called Manifest Destiny about Lewis and Clark, and I can't remember, but one of them started in Independence, Missouri.
There's something else about Independence, Missouri.
Well, there's probably a lot. It's old as fuck.
Something Truman, or
it's big.
There's a president from there.
Yeah, probably.
I just know who is it? Eisenhower,
Truman. I think is from like Abilene, Kansas.
Oh, why Kansas?
I've seen his
Kansas. Crazy
burial. Actually, I've seen his grave.
Really?
Yeah, it's just open to the public. You could just go in there, and his house is just open to the public. Maybe unless I'm thinking about some other president, but I'm pretty sure is Abilene, Kansas.
How interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like heavily guarded.
No, I swear to God, like it was a field. Okay, there was a museum, a field. No one was there. It was a really small town, and then there was just a little tiny house where like him and all of his brothers and sisters lived in this one tiny house. And there's like these like don't walk past this thing to see this kitchen with all this stuff in it, and then you could just walk throughout the house and not go past the thing. There was nobody in there, and then you walk a little bit further, and then there's like a little concrete building with the doors just open, and you go in, and there's just two graves, him and his wife. It's just nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
I asked the museum people. I was like, "Do we have to like tell you?" Or,
but there's
like,
museum
they were like, "Oh, you
people
just
there.
go in there at the museum." But I mean, this was like way far away.
Oh, they gotta have cameras. They gotta know. That's gotta be like sacred ground.
Know. That's what I was saying. I was like, we're just.
I bet they just wait for people.
I was
They're like,
my
I
brother.
dare you.
Yeah.
You go to jail for this.
I don't know. It's just weird.
A
It was just
pencil out
small.
of place in here.
Just
jail.
Small town. Nobody was there.
I don't know. Never
I
been.
was looking around. I was
Seems
like, this is wild.
like it would be haunted.
I was young too. I mean, I was probably like 14, 15. And I was like,
That's interesting. Kind of makes me want to go and see this
weird trip.
abandoned presidential
weird
house.
I mean, it was a museum, you know, like a military museum, you know, because he's like, what was it, World War II or something?
You got me. You lost me.
Yeah. Anyway, that is Kansas City history because the World War II museum is here.
Is it World War II?
Or one? I think it's
1.
2.
World War I.
I've been to it so many times I can't remember.
I think it's World War I. You know, I'm not from here, so I don't know. Who knows? I feel like I do. I've heard people say World War I, but I don't actually know that. Don't quote me on that. We should probably go see that sometime. Back to the,
420.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just want to say this place isn't just for children. They allow you to drink beers there. They actually offered it. In fact, when I'm walking in.
What do you mean they offered? Like they sold it though?
No, yeah, no.
Oh,
they sold it.
okay.
They sell it. They sell alcohol there. You have to have it in a certain area. You can't just they have like a course that you can have your beers on. And then there's like a course where it's like, it's just like no alcohol passes. And I assume probably because it's a kid-friendly place. Who knows?
Yeah.
I assume. They also have these like golf, those like screens that you can hit a ball into and it like makes it seem like you're like actually playing like virtual kind of.
Yeah, they have at the stores and stuff. Yeah. That's cute.
No, it was cute. It was cute. They have like 2 18 holes in there and like a small 9 hole. So that it's
That's
like
big.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like it seemed like I went into that building when it was an FYE
small.
and it was
I was
small.
like literally thinking, I was like, there's no way there's 2 18 holes. But like after playing the first one, I was like, oh, I could see how like we've only played in like half this area.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. The dinosaurs aren't as big. They're like actually.
I'm still kind of scaredy.
Nah, so they're like very undersized. They look like a.
Are they on the tracks though? Like close? Like if I'm like
they're close.
So if I like hit a ball over right next to a dinosaur's like
I was
face.
like leaning on a dinosaur at a point, like waiting on balls to be hit. Like I would like I kind of lean on it and wait for people.
Kind of scary.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, they're there.
But if my ball goes right next to one of their faces
hollow.
or something, can I?
It's not like
do I
right
have to
there.
Am I gonna be right next to it?
No. Especially like right when you start hitting, you're never near a dinosaur. They're just like on. They're kind of like on the paths, really.
Okay.
Like in between it.
That's
you
not
don't
bad.
have to be across. Like you don't have to.
There's not gonna be on the shit too. Because
No.
even in VR, sometimes I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah. No, VR would freak me out. I do understand that. But
it feels
chill.
surreal.
It
and
does.
It's really scary.
No, yeah.
That space one we put you on too was like really creepy. That was not a good one to give you first. It was really ridiculously
I hate space
hard.
And I hate ocean.
And you hate losing. Mm-hmm. So is a
I
bad
fucking beat my
combo.
husband at putt-putt, and he has had this run, like, literally for the last fucking 5 years of my life, he has dominated my ass in putt-putt.
Everything.
Everything. But I'm at least decent at putt-putt. Like, I've always been, like, pretty good. So, like, this was my redeeming quality. Being high as shit.
Yeah.
At one point, I was, like,
so
trying
what
to hit somebody else. Okay, so we walk in and, like, they tripped me out first off, the workers, because one of them's like, oh, my God, welcome back. And I was like, why does this always happen when I'm high? And I was like,
back.
what? I've never been here. I was like, this is my first time. He was like, oh, what, really? I thought you were here earlier. And I was like, you have a doppelganger. And he was like, there's somebody that looks
you're
just
hella
like
paranoid.
you around. Yeah, I know.
Now
I was
you're
like,
tripping.
And then the only thing I could say was like, I actually feel like I've gotten that a lot in my life. Anyways.
Well, I mean, there you go. That's normal social interaction. You killed
No,
that.
it was. Because I remember I was like, I mean, it's not that, weirdly enough, I feel like maybe people get that a lot. I don't know if people don't get that a lot. If you do get that a lot, maybe that is something that's said. It's said to me a lot. I don't know why. I just got a familiar face, I guess. But and so he was like, anyways, and then after that, I just walked away. I just made Jacob like take it over. I was like, you just pay for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like looking at everything. I'm like, where do we start? Where's the entrance to this shit? It literally says like entrance above it, and I'm like, no, it's not it. It's not the one.
You're trying to plan ahead really hard.
They like bring it. Yeah, no, I was like, what are we doing? What are you doing here? I'm like having to like pick out my club size, and I'm like, what? The putter? I'm like, I'm really actually trying to go for like a size that's like actually not the largest, and I'm like, I'm the largest size here. We already know. Everybody here is the largest size.
Well, you have long arms too. Maybe
everybody there was pretty long. You know, we're full ass adults playing putt-putt. Absolutely, I'm going for that one, but. And then, like, I don't know what I wasn't understanding. I feel like this red carpet was just, like, so bright.
The ground was
like,
red?
this red. It was, like, a carpety area, like, really woven, tight carpet. And it was, like, and the signs kept saying, like, no alcohol beyond this point. So I'm just thinking this tiny little red carpet that we're on. And I'm like, oh, this is the only place. And then, like, the boys are, like, going off.
Crowded in a little area.
I'm crowded in an area. And so I'm, like, asking Kayla, and she doesn't know because she's stoned. And she's like, I don't know. I thought you knew. And I was like, do we just chug our beers right here? Do I just casually chug a beer at like in the afternoon before I play some putt-putt? That seems like serious as shit. And so I'm like way over the end, and the boys are like going off. Like I'm like, wait, can we go there? Can we go there with our alcohol? Like, it's illegal. You can't do that.
No.
But I didn't. But I'm like over there. I'm like, can I go over there? I can't go over there. Just to rip it out. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just chugging this beer. I don't give a shit about these rules. I'm just going to take my beer out of the situation. Then I'm going to go on with my life. And that's what I did. So, and then after that, I could read numbers.
Faded.
And I was like, no. Then then my first beer hit. And I was like, I can do this. I was like, I can do this. I put myself together really fast.
All I heard the whole time was just that you were winning.
Yeah, I just kept getting
every time I was asking, I was like, hey, everybody send me pictures of the dinosaurs. And there was pictures of dinosaurs coming in. And then I was at work too, so I was like extra like I was like working and I was like I
love that you said who winning.
Yeah, I was like who's winning?
And I said me. And you said the only one not playing VR golf.
Yeah, because we've been training for this. Like everyone's been training for this for so long, and then I was eating lunch. Which luckily my 420 was also nice because like I had I took a little midday walk. Mm-hmm. To catch up with a friend, get some advice,
Cute, love that.
Like it was really good. My old partner manager, funny enough, when I was only a streamer on Twitch, so it was a little fun. Took a little walk outside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
nice stroll.
Yeah, a nice stroll. Got some coffee. Got some nice little matcha. Also, coffee in LA, also good, except for.
I believe that.
Yeah, for the most part, yes.
I believe that.
Yes, good coffee.
I've never been disappointed.
And there's there's like so many coffee places too.
Yeah,
which I feel like Kansas City is all kind of owned by like one coffee roastery.
And then there's like the small ones that are here and
whatever
there
the other one that starts with an M. Messenger,
yeah.
Right, exactly.
God, I hit that.
So, but then still half the time they're just using Messenger coffee anyway. Like Anchor is just getting which is still good, a good coffee shop. But yeah, anyway, so that's why we go to that cafe place. what was I talking about? Oh, took a stroll. And then when I was coming back inside, I got in the elevator to go up to the office, and then just the elevator just smelled of pizza. Like, good. Like, it just smelled good. Like, almost like, God, man, I'm hungry. And then I go upstairs, and the pizza was for our office, because it was like a WeWork, so every floor is like a different business or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So we got upstairs, and the pizza
like,
was
pizza,
in our office. So I
great.
was like, fuck yeah. Like, as soon as I walk in, I just
great.
finished my coffee, got some pepperoni pizza, sat down, had a long, good conversations, and saw pictures of dinosaurs with you guys. But I was like, I mean, I'm still having a good 420. Ouch.
It was chill. Where did we go after? Oh, we went
Mexican
to
restaurant, I heard, yeah.
We went to the Mexican restaurant right by my house. It was so good.
Was that the one we went to with your mom?
Mm-hmm. That's the one. They, like, expanded. It, like, was remodeled.
Huh.
It was, like, bigger. I was like, damn, good for you guys. You guys must be doing well. I love
that was a hard day, too. Looking back on that one, I was
really
I don't even remember what I ate there. I just remember being sunned.
Sunned out.
The sun
killed us.
I
Put us
couldn't
in
even,
a drought.
see
And we
there.
were literally drinking no water. We were just dehydrating ourselves with more alcohol
sitting
in the sun.
at a Chiefs game.
My mom was a saint for just
cornhole.
babysitting us, because I was like,
yeah, it was great.
We
Your mom
were
was like, let's go get food.
She's like, you gotta get food. She was like, now, did y'all drink water? Did y'all? We're over here like, yeah.
No, I
mean,
chugged all of everyone's quirks because I didn't realize we had to stop.
She was chill. I was very surprised. That was a turning point for me in my lifetime. That was fun.
Funny day.
Yeah, she really did have to. I mean, everybody was fine, but like looking back on it, like we were on the verge of not being fine. I remember at the Mexican restaurant, I was like, I've done a lot today. I mean, we went to a damn Chiefs game that day. We just got beat down by the sun.
I remember I had hella crab burps that day too.
I just remember I wore jeans, and it was just the worst fucking idea I ever had. It was so hot.
Damn.
It was so hot. You remember that? I was wearing these damn jeans. Everybody else was wearing shorts.
I was going to say, I probably was wearing shorts, I imagine. I would have passed out.
We were...
I just remember being in the stands and wanting to... Like, I've been thinking about it, and, like, I'm really excited for summer or whatever, but also...
I'm not ready for that heat.
There was a couple times where I thought I was going to die last year.
Oh, I don't know. The garage sale?
The garage sale, that day was kind of wild, though.
That was really fun,
did
though.
get
And
a little...
we got
it rained on us. Yeah, it rained on us.
I feel like that
great.
just, like...
That's all you need.
Soaked up all the
and
water.
all of a sudden you just like come to life.
Mm-hmm.
But the Chiefs game, Juneteenth 2 years ago. This year, Juneteenth, I'll have the daytime, and then I have to get on a plane that night. So I can't go too crazy this year.
I don't ever. I feel
You're
like
always working.
Yeah, here it is. I work. That's why I was like excited to have 420 off, and I
No,
didn't
you
even
never
ask
have
for
anything off.
No,
My
it's
job
not my life anymore.
has every possible holiday off.
That's crazy. I don't know
But-
that life. I have fun when I can. We're hanging out on Saturday. We're going thrifting.
And we're going to go
get
pedicures. And we're
gonna
going to
do a
go
whole-ass
get
girly
appetizers.
thing. Yeah. That's a given, bro. That's a given. Come on. We've got to fuel ourselves. Here it is. I love the Midwest because I do have the means to go have appetizers on a day off, and it costs me a boatload.
That's what I was saying all last week. Every time someone was like, oh, so what are you doing, Missouri? I was like, anything I want because I can.
Because I can. Here's the thing. I would feel like shithole balls if I had to go out to eat in LA and spend that much money every time. I would literally be like, I can't. This isn't affordable.
Like, we've spent a lot of money, but it was like we knew we like saved up enough. Like it's just out here. We only have to do that when you go to do that.
Yeah.
Like, if I just want to eat a nice meal, I still won't be spending, like, individually on my own, like, more than $50 if I'm also getting drinks and all that stuff, like, usually, too. Maybe more if I'm tipping large or something.
Like,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah. But if I'm, like, going
minimum.
out,
like,
is the only way.
Bare minimum, and you're getting your
and it's mid sometimes, man.
Mid.
I was spending a lot of, like...
a lot of money on food that just wasn't that great. And that's the thing.
I understand that there's just so much, so you have to find the good spots. But, like, at the same time, there's not a lot of places that I go in Kansas City where I get something and I'm like, wow, this was pretty mid. like it's usually, wow, this was like actually really fucking good, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta come back here, and then I have this like
here's the thing,
expanding
if it
list.
wasn't that good, it's usually not a giant price range, and it's like,
Yeah,
I probably just
it doesn't hurt me that bad. It doesn't hurt
the soul.
Yeah, when
I
I'm
will
like,
never forget the Orange County Fair that we went to.
So good compared to this.
And the money we spent on this damn fair. Like, and I've always known fairs
to be expensive. It's overpriced.
It's all
usually
overpriced.
Double or something. But this,
outrageous. I mean, like literally for two bullshit meals that I got food poisoning off of. Mind you, that night I had a terrible. That was like top 10 worst sicknesses I've ever had of the stomach. But anyways, yeah, like $100. I remember like I had two soda pops. And like two, like a fucking kebab of meat and mushrooms and like something else. And it came out to like $97. And I was like, I don't think I brought enough money to vacation here. I remember like midway through the week, we were like, what have we done? Like literally, what have we done? Because we were like, oh, we're on vacation. We have saved so much money, and then it was like halfway through, we were like, we're not doing good. We're not doing good. We're not good. We're absolutely not good.
It was so bad. I don't know how I got through that either. I must have used my credit card too, because I was also really broke when you came to visit.
We
didn't have as much
recovered from that.
We didn't have as much communication as we do now.
No, we definitely didn't. And also, I feel like now we even said it ourselves. Our credit scores are like the same. We literally got the same credit card. So I feel like we're
doing
just
better than we were back then.
We're definitely doing better than what we were. I mean, obviously.
What is not but growth good?
What is not growth?
That was my Socrates phrase of the day.
This is all we've also been doing for the last 6 months, 8 months,
This is why we have nothing to talk about on the
lives.
pod, because all we've been talking about every time we get together is, hey, also super congrats to Sarah who paid off her furniture bill.
Yeah, super on
today.
brand. Here we
so
are.
That's what I'm saying. All we've been doing this year is focusing on taking off our debts.
I will say it was our resolution, so I'm glad that we're still like
we're still
working
on it
towards our goals that we had set up for ourselves. Like we're not just like fucking off, you know. We have been great, and that's the thing where I'm like, here's how I know I'm doing okay when I have to like scrounge around to see what I have for show and tell, because I don't have just like
we haven't been buying everything.
Right. And one day I'll get back to it. It's very soon, actually, you know. And small things aren't gonna be bad, actually. You know, Saturday I'm like really looking forward to it. So excited, but.
I got a new shirt from Ross and another new shirt from Ross and a skirt from a clothing exchange, and I left both of them in LA at my friend's house like a dumbass. So
I got
pissed about that. I have
a lot of new work wardrobe. I can't wait.
You said that.
The next time I'm in front of house, you have to come.
She's gonna be in front of house.
I can't show that on show and tell. It's lame as fuck, but like it's cute because it's like work clothes. I can't wait. I have so many cute outfits.
I'm excited for you to look different.
Yeah. It'll be different. It'll be cute. I just got the blouses I found. Then. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do yours first.
Okay.
Here, I'll do it. I'll pick up yours and I'll show you.
Thank you. I need a beer? Yeah, I need a beer. I know y'all are not absolutely believing me at all when I say this, that I'm not a plant person. I'm not. I'm showing off my 2 plants out of the 3. Yeah. I'm showing off my 2 plants out of the 3 that I had, but like we're in planting season right now with growth of my life, I guess. Here's the growth of my plants too. Listen, here's the thing. This is a pilea.
Yeah, I think,
Plant,
I forgot. Good job. I think that is true.
That okay, so if you can kind of see it, I love this plant. I've always loved it. But had one she's had it for a while, and I've just always thought it looked like a little 70s.
Oh my god, mine's right there. Hold on, let me show mine.
Yeah, no, it's super cute. I'm like been watching it. So anyways, they're like these cute little fun disco leaves, right? They're like circular and crazy. They're so cute. Okay, so I had this. It was like a clipping of something, I think, right? That you gave me, and
I got it from Diana though.
I replanted it into this pot because this pot had a little hole at the bottom, and I was like, okay. supposedly it won't get root rot if this happens, so I'm going to plant it in something that's a little bit better. So I planted it, and like all the leaves fell off, and I was like, oh no, I killed it immediately. So there was like this one, this little guy right here, and then there was this one, and that's all that was left of this plant. And I was like, oh no, hopefully it grows back. Look how many little heads, and it's still growing. It still has little baby ones in here. It's just I am not a plant mom.
I never know what it means whenever they get curly, because mine come in curly like that too, and I hope that they are okay.
I think it's just because they're new.
Just growing, yeah.
It's like almost like when that monster, I think they're just so light. I just don't even touch them. I just spritz them with water. I should probably water it when I get home because it was really moist, but it looks like it's been drying out, so I should probably give it another water. But it's clearly liking what I'm doing somehow.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say
it's blossoming. I mean, obviously we're in the root of summer, or we're about to hit summer, so it's like all plants are probably doing really well right now. But I'm like really excited for this. I was so excited. I thought I really fucking killed
how
this thing.
she really decided that she's about plants now.
I'm not a plant mom.
But now she has plants that she really cares about.
I just care about I can't take care of anymore. I'm that mom that though it's a one and done, really. I can't have like 20 children around. There's no way I could pay attention to all of them. Here it is. I get anxious about them, and then I just don't pay attention to any of them. So I'm really proud I've been trying to pay attention to these things. And this is what happens. The fruit of my labors. Is that what that's called? Is that the phrase? So anyways, that's
fruits of your labor.
Fruits of your labor. Fruits of your labor. This is it. I just spritz it every day. Honestly, I feel like getting a spray bottle and just spraying my plants have done it wonders. It's
probably because it's moist. I guess.
But it doesn't make it like, I don't know. They just look healthier. So I'm going to keep doing it.
You're going to keep it up. That's what I'm saying. Usually they tell you what they like and they tell you what they don't like.
Yeah, no, it really likes it. I'm so excited. Look how, oh my God, they're so circular. I'm just.
They're so. That's why we never knew the name because she's just called it her 70s plant.
The 70s plant? Yeah, I was like the little 1970s one you got. Dude, it does. It looks like one of those, like a pattern you'd wear or something. I don't know. It's so on brand with the 70s. So cute. I love it. Look at this.
It is the
planter
cute pot,
I also
too.
have cute. I know. My mom got it for me, of course.
Green.
Green and green.
I'm going to have a lot of green in my bottom floor.
I love green. It's just my favy. Okay, show and tell time.
Sarah kind of already, she knows what it is, but she's not seen it. But I
wasn't allowed to see it when everybody else was at
Yeah, I was like, Sarah can't come look at it.
Don't look at it.
Well, because I wanted, like, I collect the Birds of Prey comics. I showed those, yada yada. There's a lot of girls in there. The Huntress was my favorite one, and they didn't have a really good Huntress. Well, I have the one Huntress, like an old one in the box on the wall, but I wanted to open it because, like, I wanted a Huntress, but, like, everybody that collects action figures was like, don't open that one because it's, like, old, and it's one of those paperbacks, or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, they came out with a new one. And I got it immediately. Well, I got it as a gift, actually. But I think it was new. Well, I didn't even know about it at all. So it's new to me no matter what. But it's fucking sick. So, cute box. Hush.
Oh, cute. You want me to...
Batman Hush. It's a DC... Mafex? I'm not even familiar with this. But, I mean, it's a, like, high-quality action figure. Brand, I guess, or at least the action figure itself is really high quality. Comes with an action stand, love that. I put her new head on for you with her hair out. Oh my God, her face, and the cape itself has like wire in it, so you can kind of like make it how you want to.
Cute. So it looks like it could be waving in the wind.
Yeah, like you can have it. I want her to be like flying, and I want it to be kind of like hanging up. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's really cute.
And there's two little heads.
Oh my God, cute.
There's some tiny, obviously, like one. Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to see, and I got hella different extra hands, which is nice. Like extra, like 4. I think there's 5 sets total, but I'll probably we'll actually start having to put our show and tell back on the internet again on pictures. Monty, out of that plant. God damn that dog. But yeah, but it's sick. The face is actually really done. The paint is really well done. It's one of my favorite Huntress outfits. I low-key wish it was the full body suit without her stomach out, but At least it's got the cape.
I love the little moons on her cape right here. And honestly, the face is really
good.
Nicely done.
I like the angry face a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. She looks good.
But
she's a cutie in her combat boots.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
She's
cape.
the best one. Her and like Batgirl. But yeah, that's fine. So now I'm gonna have her hanging up with my Birds of Paradise plant and my Birds of Prey comic and my Batgirl. Have like a whole theme
cute.
there.
Love that. That's a really good one.
I'm excited about it. So that is something new I have had, and it is a collectible, so it's super on brand for me. But there's been a minute since I've got something like super collectible. Lately, honestly, all I've been doing is just freaking out about Zelda coming out super soon. So we started the Zelda puzzle.
Weeks.
We did that together, actually. We
did.
started a Zelda puzzle.
Randomly. Oh, yeah. We celebrated Reggie's birthday on Monday.
Oh, right.
That's why we didn't
Reggie
end up
turned 5.
filming. Big 5 girl. I actually... these are actually dogs. And on this shirt, and I wore that. This has dogs on it, and so I wore it to her birthday party because it dog, and it was so cute. So I decided to wear it, and now it just looks like a Hawaiian shirt from far away.
Yeah. One thing I had to tell you about today, that was the craziest thing, and it's just like a series of weird things that happen to me at fast food restaurants. Like I've been carded at Taco Bell for no reason. I got a burger at.
You got carded at a Taco Bell?
Right. What's your ID? Give me your ID. I'm not even buying alcohol. It's a Taco Bell.
So at Taco Bell, they asked you for your ID?
For my ID.
What?
Right, yeah. It happened a long time ago. What's the one that that everybody gets, like, burgers or tacos? Oh, my God, I haven't been there in so long.
Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box. I haven't been there since because... I ordered a burger, and there's no patty on it. It was just lettuce and tomato on a bun.
What?
Right.
That's wild.
Exactly. Weird things happen to me all the time. I always just am missing one item, or I'm always, whatever. So I go to KFC today, and I say, hey, they're like, oh, hi, can I take an order? And I'm like, hey, can you give me a second? Because I haven't been at KFC in a long time, but I just wanted something different, So I'm looking at the menu. I'm there for a minute because nobody's behind me. I'm fine. Then I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Are you? And they're like, yeah. And I was looking at the menu for a minute. And I said, hey, can I get the number whatever with, like, it's nuggets? And they said, oh, we don't have nuggets right now. I was like, okay, maybe it's, like, a new KFC thing. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I've had KFC nuggets, I said, oh, okay, like, well, do you have, like, tenders? They're like, no, we don't have tenders right now either. I was like, the fuck is KFC not having... Chicken. And I really am mad that I just drove away at that point because I was like, okay. And, like, I left because I was like, I'll just go to Church's, I guess. Like, what the fuck? You don't have... But I really wish I stayed and I, like, was like...
Could have asked more.
Can I have a chicken sandwich? Like, do you have chicken patties? Do you only have breast? Do you have thighs? Like, what do they have?
You should have asked that question.
I know.
So
I'm just really kicking myself. But, like, how do you not have half of the menu? Like, the whole left section was tenders. The middle section was nuggets. And the last section was mixed meats. And then all the rest were, like, sides and desserts and everything at the bottom. So I was like, you literally have 2/3 of your menu, like, not available. I just drove away, obviously, because I was just hungry. I was hangry.
I would have gone off.
Isn't that strange?
Strange.
And then I was just driving to 5 minutes down to Church's, just thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I should have just. I have so many more questions.
You should have gone back.
I have so many more questions.
You should have gone to church and come back.
A couple more questions.
I just want to know. I was just through your line. So what do you have?
I can't stop thinking about it. I really gotta talk to someone.
I gotta express my mind for a minute.
Because I haven't stopped thinking about it. That's just the wildest thing.
That's pretty wild.
What?
Like a Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I was like... Ooh.
We actually serve beef here, man.
Yeah, it's like I'm at Arby's or something.
Man.
I hate that. There was this one person I used to know that every time I took them somewhere, every time we would eat somewhere, he would just pick the wrong thing. And, like, I'm not one to judge what you eat, but, like, if we're at an Arby's and you're getting a chicken sandwich and then we go to Taco Bell and you get, like...
Why are people like that?
No, and it kills me. It kills me. I'm just like, you hate... You just hate...
You're a hater.
You hate yourself.
Yeah, no. You should just said that you're uncomfortable
Yeah.
with life. Speaking of weird instances, we were talking about, you haven't told me this yet, so I got to bring it up really fast, but you mentioned something about you being a lot like your dad with strangers. Is this even important? When meeting.
What did I say?
Said,
where was I? What did I say?
You were at the airport. We were talking at the airport.
Oh, I get weird in airports.
Okay, well, first off, there's a reason for airports and weirdness, okay? Because first off, airports are weird.
Drunk.
You're literally going through different time zones.
Yeah.
There's no shame. I have no shame. For some reason,
you have a long time to wait and
and maybe it's because we are nauseous people, who knows, but I think this is like a general consensus among people that are over the age of 21. Drinking and airports go together.
No matter what time.
It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter what time, because you left at 8 o'clock. You're gonna get back,
and then I'm gonna see it at 8 o'clock like 5 times.
You're gonna skip time zones about 3 different times before you actually land somewhere. So what better way? I'm nauseous. The only thing, which is so weird, doesn't make any sense. Weed beforehand, absolutely. Dramamine, gotta take a Dramamine to make sure I can get on that with some food. Have a little bit, not too much.
But you're eating food while you're drinking a beer.
Alcohol, for some reason, is the end-all, be-all for me, and that is never the case for anything. I mean, it literally, like, having a couple of beers before I get on a plane just completely takes away my nausea. Mm-hmm. More than anything else.
Maybe it's probably because of stress, too. I bet we get a lot of, like, nausea and stress. Because right before it goes off, I'm like, oof. Gotta tell everybody I love them just in case I die. Like, I just really think that all the time, and I probably...
TSA is never cool. It's just a hassle to go through lines and checked bags and take your shoes off and go through the metal detector.
So many electronics.
And you're waiting. You're doing so much waiting. You don't have, like, access. You wake up from a 2-hour nap, your skin looks like shit.
Yeah.
Your armpits smell.
And
like,
then the airport makes your skin dry super
so
bad.
It's so bad. All of it's just so bad. So alcohol is, like, literally your only, like...
And I had a delay on the way back, so my second plane, I was like, damn, I'm not going to get home for another hour, so I'm not going to go home until 10:30 after a week of being out of my house when I'm such a homegirl now. So I was like, okay, well, at least I'll go get a nice dinner, get a beer. I'm still spending LA prices because this shit's expensive, but last night, whatever.
Who cares? Yeah, you're at your wits' end.
I so want to go home. And then I was sitting next to the girl. Yeah, this girl that was like, I was in Spain this morning. I was like, oh, damn, that's way worse. Like, my bad for complaining.
Yeah, I'm only a couple of states away. Yeah. You came from Spain.
Spain. But you like, were just all day. And she said it was her birthday. I was like, fuck you.
You ever, like, wonder people? I'm like, you're traveling on your birthday? Like,
she was like, it was 10 times more expensive the next day. I was like,
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, but...
No, I was wondering, you just said I'm different, or you said the differences between you and your dad meeting strangers.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I get very weird in airports because I just like, I seek out strangers to talk to for some reason when I get there, because like I know I'll never see them again. We're all from different places.
It is
like,
kind of fun. Yeah. Like that exhilarating.
And I'm really like,
you be as weird as you want.
I'm sitting around, I can make anything up. I have multiple times. That's one of my favorite things ever. I usually go by Jen.
Love
and
that.
I'm like, oh, well, I'm just, But
you
this time, I feel like I have I've got to the point where I've got so much stories now that I actually like kind of tell the truth most of the time now, which is funny. I think I was just really bored when I was younger and I didn't have anything to talk about. Because this was like when I was...
But now, like, you're actually a person. Like, your life is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. And, like, I can relate to people on weird things. And so I'll really be locking eyes with anybody. I'm like... Who wants to talk to me?
I feel like our weird careers
people do want to talk to
me. Where you're from is really weird compared to other places. We're just Midwest just isn't cool to a lot of people. Like we're just from that general area, middle of the U.S. They're kind of like, oh, weird. That's like a unicorn.
But my favorite thing is just to like win over a stranger, but like to by the time that they're leaving, they're like, what was your name?
I met this.
It was so good to meet you. Like I love
that
shit.
Else. I met a really cool person.
I met this interesting person.
Straight up. What is that?
I just
ego boost.
Yeah, it is. Like, and I do it all the time. Like, I was talking to this person. He was like, I was just in Alaska for 5 months. doing some sort of
And I'm saying you meet
something.
the craziest people
And
doing
we're
crazy shit.
We're talking and some song comes on and we both say the band name at the same time and he's probably like building up this whole story. Wow, this girl I met at the airport. Because I was like, the Shins. Like, which is just like the most history
like,
band
"Did
of
I
all time
meet
too. It
my
was
soulmate?"
like
And then you're gone in a wind.
I'm
You're
like-
just,
I was like, all right,
you're in
gotta
the
catch my
1990s
plane.
rom-com. You are. Oh my God.
I know, that was like the most, like, what was that Zooey Deschanel movie this summer? How I Met Your Summer, or whatever.
How I Met Your Summer. How I Met Your Mother. No.
The movie 500 Days of
Yeah,
Summer.
you're right. You're right.
Just like the. Anyway, it was just
Listen,
I really
absolutely
and it's not,
agree with you.
It's not
I'm glad we
only
touched
making
on
people
this
fall in love with
because
me. It could be anybody, like this old lady that I'm just like.
here's the thing. Because
I
of
just
the
wanted to
generation we were born in,
think
we
about me.
romanticize our life, okay? So at this point in our life, like when we go traveling and it's like outside of our norm, jobbies and other things, outside
Yeah.
of paying off our debts, yeah, it's cool.
Honestly, I was gonna say that. I mean,
I love a little ego boost.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
yeah, gotta love the Christian from Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Not his name.
And
was
here's
Christian.
the thing, because
I forgot that
always
one
a
girl's
random
name at the
stranger.
gym. But Joe from Kansas City, there's a guy named Joe that I sat at the delayed. We sat at Papa Dough, eating, drinking. He was just drinking Bud Light. I was eating mozzarella fried things and drinking Shiner Bock because I was in Texas.
You were drinking Shiner Bock?
Love it.
Shiner Bock, huh?
Love it. Gotta love a good cheap Texas beer. I was at the hotel at the airport. It's so expensive. You can't.
Yeah, it is. No, yeah.
With
Airports.
the delayed flights. man.
Airports
3
and
hours.
alcohol give you different personalities, and that's just how it is. They come out of you.
And then it also is just so much like. But then all of a sudden you're like, I got a board right now.
Absolutely.
And then I'm like, I gotta pee, I gotta board. Like everyone's boarding. Oh my god.
Listen.
Like I gotta go.
I will say one of the times I went to Arizona, I was with Megan, and we were on our way back. We were literally flying the day of 4th of July because it was so cheap that day because everybody was not trying to do that on the 4th of July. So we got these flights. So of course we're doing bullshit on the 4th of July, flying out of it. We had a great couple of days before that, and then here it was. We're in this expensive ass Arizona airport, and all I want is fucking water. Like, that's all I want. And then Megan's like, all right, let's just go. We got there so early because, it's just a big city, so I didn't know, how long it was going to take us to get through this thing. Anyways, long story short.
You said Phoenix Airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just
Giant.
like a huge,
Giant.
everybody's going into that hub.
Giant. So we got there hella early, not knowing it was going to be just
Yeah.
not knowing it was going to be just this empty, desolate wasteland in there on 4th of July. So we got there and we had a hella time to kill, so I'm trying to find this water,
Fuck
right?
Yeah.
And the cheapest water we found was a 2-for-1. Buy a beer, have a free shot, you get a glass of water for free. Because every water we walked upon was $6 for a bottle of water. For a bottle of water, I could have got a $6 beer with a free shot and a free water. And so I said,
Okay.
yeah. I have 2 hours to kill. And let me tell you, I got fucking shit-faced.
So you only got 1 glass of water per drink of
No,
beer?
I was just saying,
they
because of the purchase, because we were at a
They
restaurant
gave
at
you-
that point.
they
They
gave
give
you
you
water.
free water.
Yeah,
They give
yeah.
you free water.
Right, okay,
That's
I
what
was
we were
like,
saying. No.
kill ya.
No. They were just saying,
That's sick.
we walked in there and we were like, why don't we just get a drink? And
Yeah,
then we could get
and
a
then you
drink
could get
and a
water. Yeah.
I could get water, because that's all I
Right.
wanted at the time. I'll have a drink on the side, but I need some water. And that's what, came, and then that's when they came up with a special. They said the 2-for-1, you get a shot with your beer. This is how much it is. It was probably $8 or something
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
that.
say.
And here it was. We were
Drunk.
probably on our 4th one, and I'm not fucking kidding. We were with 2 other people, and I almost missed our boarding.
Yeah.
We were literally paying, and I was shit-faced on the plane. Best plane ride I ever had.
Yeah,
Literally
so much fun too.
so-
Plus, I never, ever, ever get to fly with anybody.
No.
I never get to. One of our planes, we should sit next to each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I did this
Really
last
fun.
time. This is too much information, so if you're dude that hates this because you're sensitive for any reason, but I literally got I got toasty enough to where I went to the bathroom. I was on my period, changed my tampon, thought maybe I started walking to my gate, said, did I
put one in.
Did I change my tampon? Did I put anything in there?
You're like,
So I had to go back to the bathroom and like just do it again. I did. I subconsciously did. But like you don't know. And I'm like, I'm gonna be on a plane.
There's no way.
I'm wearing these blue jeans. Like, what am I gonna? I gotta go back. So I had to go back.
And almost missed your fucking boarding.
No, I was totally fine. I was group 8 or 7 or something, and they were only on like group 1.
That's funny.
My watch and my phone yells at me now, so it's nice.
Yeah.
If you got the American Airlines and the American Airlines app and stuff, it's like super handy.
Yeah.
It has like a thing on the front of my phone. I just click it and my boarding pass comes up really bright too, so it's lit enough for
really like smart like that. Like anytime it even gets close to it, it's like, oh, you're about coming flight. So Seattle's coming up soon. I'm excited. We're actually gonna travel together. That's fun. I didn't even think about that.
No,
we'll have airport beers together. We can have different personas together.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We should
put a vote about like who we should be.
Who we should be.
If you guys start thinking now, because we're gonna figure out who our personas are gonna be when we start talking to strangers.
It's gonna be great. Oh my God, I can't wait. That would be so fun. They're just gonna be crazy. I feel like everybody you meet on vacation, you can't
think about anything else now.
Because everybody I meet is always crazy. So
yeah,
I can't wait. Yeah, if anybody's got any ideas, always send them through. Don't forget to support us. Give us ideas.
Let's check our notes and see if we actually thought ahead today.
Yeah, no, we're trying to be,
We just want to make sure we don't forget what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that happens a lot,
Oh my God, we really did. That's why we kind of had a theme. Oh my God, wow,
we're so good.
Yeah,
look at us.
She's super professional. She got to wake up early and open tomorrow, so she's not even like putting on her relaxed brain.
No.
Yeah, she's gonna be in work brain until tomorrow.
Yeah. That's how I am. Look at me. I'm like, yeah. That's what I did last night. I was like, I gotta go to sleep.
Tomorrow's a no meeting day, so I don't have to do
tomorrow's my actual Friday. It's like my actual Friday because I have Saturday off. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Fuck off brain too. Here it is. You waited till Friday to get to me. Sorry.
Sick.
Sorry. And
well,
also
you should come over tomorrow. When you get off work.
I'll let you know. Oh, I can't.
Oh
maybe
yeah, you have to do.
Dinner,
Yeah, you have to do Mary.
I'll be in there.
Mary. Good old Mary.
Yeah, I got a good old
Mary-in-law.
Yeah, I got in-law dinners tomorrow. It's a skillet of some sort. We'll see.
Big old marriage.
Marriage. Magdalene Mary. All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
See?
Happy. That was all a lot of noise. They probably didn't hear the noise outside, but the flickering of the light with the.
That had to be because of the noise, right?
No, I think it's my kegerator that makes the lights flicker. Happy anniversaries.
What?
Birthdays and such.
Oh yeah, happy birthdays to
So
Reggie.
long.
Anybody? Bye.
To all of you.